that insight. Please stay with us as we stay in the region. Now we move on to our next news. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick says he's confident a trade deal with the European Union can be reached, but warns that August 1st remains a hard deadline for tariffs to begin. Lutnick told he just spoke to European negotiators and believes there is plenty of room for agreement. The warnings follows President Trump's July 12th announcement of tariffs on Mexico and the EU, with rates up to 30% and higher for certain goods. The U.S. has also notified other partners, including Japan, Canada, and Brazil, with some tariffs as high as 50%. Lutnick also said Trump plans to renegotiate the USMCA within a year, though Canada and Mexico remain temporarily exempt. Now we go back to our guest discussion with Spencer Critchley. He's a communications strategist joining us live from California. Thank you, Spencer, for staying with us. Now, what does this tell us about the state of U.S.-EU negotiations?
Well, not very much. We can't trust anything Howard Lutnick says, unfortunately, just like we can't trust anything his boss says. We've had these repeated promises. Folks may remember a few months ago that Peter Navarro, another notorious fabricator from the White House, was predicting 90 trade deals in 90 days. And even scoring generously, we came up with one, maybe possibly almost two during that period. Trump then set these, he sets these firm deadlines, and then he extends them with his 90-day extension. And each time it's announced that it's a hard deadline, and that hard deadline is forcing all of these countries to come to the table, and they're all eager to negotiate on American terms. That never turns out to be true. One of the most confusing things about Howard Lutnick in particular, he's the Commerce Secretary, that's been puzzling to me is he's the former CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, which is a major investment firm in the United States. And I had always assumed you can't become the CEO of that kind of firm and be an idiot. It's possible to be an idiot and a CEO of other kinds of firms as long as you're talented at sales or in other ways. But surely to run a major finance firm, you need to have a pretty good brain. And he appears to be an idiot when he talks on TV defending these policies. But from what I understand and looking into his background, it appears that he doesn't believe what he's saying, that he actually is not an idiot. He's just an enthusiastic liar in professing his enthusiasm for these incredibly foolish tariff policies.
Thank you very much, Spencer, for joining us today and sharing your insights.